What is poppin', yo? Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. This is called Sound of Fury, which is a visual album on Netflix. And with a visual album, it normally tells a story throughout somebody's album. So for example, we could have Sabrina Carpenter and her new album Short and Sweet. A visual album would be that music playing in the background with a story being told from that music. So there's normally no words, no spoken lines in these sort of stories, and it uses the music for effect and for building drama, building tension, and building up action sequences. And it is a very hard thing to do, to make a story and to convey emotions without using words, and having to rely on facial expressions and music, but it can be done. So without any further delay, let's check out Sound of Fury, which is a 2019 musical animation, which is exclusive to Netflix, which has a 6.4 out of 10 on IMDb. So, in this anime visual album, a mysterious driver heads deep into a post-apocalyptic hellscape towards a ferocious showdown with two monstrous opponents. Before we get any deeper into this review, I do want to apologize for my voice. I do sound graspy, growly, more than I normally do, because I have a little bit of a sore throat, so I do want to apologize, but, and I just want, to pray for better voice in future videos, so this gravelly voice won't last too long, hopefully. So, yeah, let's get into it. So how the story actually goes is with this samurai driver who is going around this post-apocalyptic look in Japan, very Mad Max style, in a muscle car, and she is hunting down these two tyrants who are polluting the world with purple smoke and throwing money everywhere, and they have this big band on the back of their truck, and they are producing a lot of purple smoke, which is killing people. And we have a flashback to a bunch of sword makers who all get killed by this guy with this purple gas because they all choke on it, but these two tyrants need it to breathe. This samurai girl takes them all out, and then they have a weird dance party. I don't know if they get high or whatever, but that's literally her part of the story, and that's it. It cuts away from her and goes into a little bit of a live action thing instead of anime, where this person in a hazmat suit is going around collecting random things from the wasteland and bringing them back to their hideout, basically Wall-E style, going around finding cool shit, bringing it back, admiring it, and having a little bit of a boogie. Then we go back to the samurai girl, who's in her car with the other two's heads on a spike, and she's just driving around this wasteland, and it goes vaporwave for whatever reason. And it is just really fucking weird, because we then never see her again. We move on to different characters who are doing different things, and that's what I don't like about this. It's not one continuous story throughout the music. It is a load of little stories set in the same, I'm going to assume it's the same apocalyptic world, because we're never told, we're never shown, these characters never interact with each other. It just kind of happens. It's just a post-apocalyptic world. I love the character designs that this has, because there is so much thought that went into them. This samurai is honestly the best character in this entire thing. They're such a badass, fighting with two swords, like a Zoro 2 sword style, and they drive a muscle car and they're taking out whole armies by themselves. It is sick as fuck. Honestly, really cool. Don't know who she is in relation to anybody else. She's like a vigilante, like Batman, going through doing it herself, just to try and save the world and stop the tyrants. Honestly, badass as fuck. Love this character. The tyrants, we don't really get to see why they're doing it. We don't know why they're producing this purple smoke, or what this purple smoke actually is, but we just know that they're villains killing people, for the sake of it, and puffing this purple smoke everywhere because they can, I guess. And they get killed pretty quickly, actually, pretty easily by this samurai, because she's an absolute fucking unit. But other than that, there isn't really much else. The human aspect to it, I'm guessing, like, obviously this purple smoke has had a massive effect on more than just these characters, and they need hazmat suits to survive in the outside world, and she's collecting relics of the past. She's like a lone survivor. Again, it's really weird because it goes from really nitty-gritty to, like, bloodbath fighting and a lot of death and destruction to a random dance party. Like, it's just so, like, obnoxious and so, like, just juxtaposing with the, like, feelings that you're trying to, like, set up with, like, the death and destruction to then being really goofy and silly and having a dance party. It just feels really random, and I wasn't really a fan. Like, again, this has some good aspects to it, like the character design, like the music itself. The music itself was really good, and I was having a good time listening to it, but I just didn't see how it fit with the story, because sometimes they were dancing, sometimes they were fighting, and the music, I don't think fit. I'm going to be honest, I think the music didn't really fit what was going on sometimes, compared to other times. It was just really all over the place, especially the pacing, because we had the characters, like, set up and killed within the first, like, 5-10 minutes of this visual album, and I do believe this is like an hour long. This is like 45 to 58 minutes long, so it is a long, like, movie, and for our main characters to be set up and killed within the first 15 minutes, I felt was kind of like a waste of potential. And moving on to other stuff like the live action bit was really weird. It just felt so different. Like, they didn't stick with one animation style. They didn't try and, like, link the stories. It just felt so, like, different, and they didn't have a nice transition into each story either. It just fucking happened. Like, we just jumped from live action to anime and then back to, like, live action again, and it was just so jarring and so annoying. Like, I didn't like it. It kept just switching up on me, and it was genuinely pissing me off and making it really hard to watch and get into, just because of, like, it seemed like they had no vision. Like, they obviously had a vision, like this Mad Max purple apocalyptic world. I thought that was really cool, but they didn't commit to it. Like, they didn't stick with it. They just decided to go all over the place with it and do whatever they wanted. And fair enough, it's their music, it's their album, pop off, but still, try and keep a structure, because this didn't feel like a movie. This felt like a bunch of short stories shoved into one, and the short stories kept going back to each other. Like, we had this one overarching samurai story which took place throughout the whole movie, but it was broken up with, like, live action segments and other animation stories which didn't really fit, or were just random flashbacks, and I don't see where they came into the story. Like, we saw the purple smoke guy go and destroy, like, a blacksmith village thing. That never got brought up again. Yeah, I guess he was just there to show us the power of the purple smoke and to show us the villainous nature of the bad guy, but we never got really shown why he did it, what he was doing it for. Like, he just did it because he could, because he can. Like, there's no explanation here, there's no depth to anything, it just kind of happens for the sake of happening, and I'm not really a huge fan of that. Like, I don't like how it just, shit happened with no explanation or nothing like that. It just is. It just is what it is, and I don't think that makes for a very good show, don't think it makes for a very good story, and obviously doesn't make good for a very good anime either. So I can't really give this any higher than, like, a like 4 out of 10, unfortunately. I do think that the animation is good, character design is good, just the story is what's holding it back, and its link to the music as well is what's holding it back. I think there was a lot of potential here that's just not being utilized to the fullest. But other than that, I don't really have much else to say. So I hope you all did enjoy this YouTube video. I will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have an excellent day. And goodbye. Stay home and stay safe. Quickly, just before I go, if you do want a little bit more Tyler Price in your life, you do want to see other stuff that I have to offer as a content creator, you can check out the link in the description, which will basically show you everything that I do online elsewhere, from my TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, Discord, Cameo, Facebook, Snapchat, to basically my comic book and also my podcast that I have, because I do a lot. I do a lot online. I do so many types of different style content in different places, so you can go check it out in all these different locations. So yeah, other than that, I don't have much else to say. If you do want me to review anything else, like other animes, movies, TV shows, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll get on it as quickly as possible. But please do remember, I have a backlog of content, so it might be a while before I get to it, but I promise you that I will get to it eventually. I do post 5 videos a day, so if you do want to go check out my other videos, please do, because that's how YouTube knows that my content is worth watching. So yeah, I'll love you and leave you. Bye-bye.